rice here, and for this recipe we've been soaking our wild rice for 8 hours, and that allows the wild rice to bring in and soak up some of that water to make it a faster cook and makes it a little bit of a softer product. And so right here you can see that this is a curled wild rice, so it's really absorbed that water and it's really opened up, and this is a little softer. You can even see some of these white ends are kind of starting to poke out a little bit as the wild rice starts to swell.
So each grain of rice is different, right, in terms of how it absorbs that water?
Absolutely. It depends a lot on how it was processed when it was hand processed and harvested, and it has a lot to do with how the rice was grown and the conditions that it was grown in. So it really is, every grain of rice is very different than the other.
Okay.
I'm going to turn it up pretty high, but not all the way. And what we're looking for with this rice right now is we just want it to come to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, we'll cover it and we'll push it off the heat. So come on over here and take a look at our berries. Today we have strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, and we have some dried cranberries here. These all go into our salad, so we're just going to wash them up real quick and then give them a good cut. So are you comfortable digging in?
Totally. They look so good. I just want to eat them right now. Okay.
Great. Well, we'll start with our strawberries, and we're just going to put out however many fit into our colander here. And we're just going to rinse off a little bit of any extra dirt that might have gotten on these berries, just like you would do at home. Just give them a quick rinse in their cool water. We're just going to put these in our berry spinner.
And what does that do exactly?
So this is just going to spin the berries around really fast, and it's going to move some of that water off the berries.
Got it. Okay.
So it is going to be a little bit louder.
Oh, manual. Yeah.
And then we're just going to press the stop button.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm just going to have you come in and cut the tops off these strawberries if you don't mind helping out.
No, not at all.
And then we'll just quarter them or cut them into 4 pieces each,
Okay.
just enough so people can get them on a fork and get it in their mouth.
Okay. All right, here we go.
So this is our rice fully cooked. Let's take a look.
Oh, wow.
Yep, so as you can see, we haven't taken any water out, but this rice is really swollen and it's really taken in all that water that we've given it. So what we're going to do is we're going to drain it fully, and we're going to run it under cool water so that it cools off and it stops that cooking process.
Right. So what's the difference between this and a typical colander that we'd have in our kitchen?
Right, so this is just called a chinois. It's kind of a fun term. This is used by a lot of chefs. And the difference between this one and maybe a colander that you have at home is the holes in it are a little smaller, and it's also got this conical shape, which can be used in a lot of functions. You can not only put the chinois into a pot or bowl, but it also allows you the opportunity that if you have a pestle, like a mortar and pestle, to bang it down, you can kind of juice whatever you've got in the chinois. Of course, that's not what we're doing today.
Right.
Multi-purpose tool, but this is what we're using to strain, and that allows us to keep our rice in and move our water out. So this is all cooled off now, and so we're going to add our maple syrup that was harvested here in the Bad River area.
Nice.
And so, like I said, this is made in a sugar bush here in Bad River. Sugar bush is the term used for camps that are used to make or boil down maple sap into maple syrup. And this is just going to add a little bit of sweetness to carry the natural sweetness of the berries on through. And some berries are going to naturally be more tart than others, just make it a more uniform flavor.
Got it.
So we're just going to add these berries that you cut so beautifully into our wild rice. And we're going to add our dried cranberries. And then we're just going to give them a good stir. This is a really great recipe for a dessert to replace some cake or cookies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's got those good whole grains in it from the wild rice, and it's got some delicious berries with their vitamin C.
It looks so fresh and so healthy.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for, and that's exactly what we're going for. So our wild rice is all mixed in, and all we need to do now is just refrigerate it until we're ready to eat it.
Okay.
Good job.
Oh, thank you. No, that was fun. Thank you.
Anytime.